Okay. Just losing all the balls. Oh man, I have not hit balls in a few days, so hopefully it doesn't feel too squirrely. New driving range too, never been here, but it seems like a quality establishment. Oh. Try to do a little bit of the same warm up. Yep, for 50 yards, that's about as dialed as we can hope to get. Oh, got a bunch of golf coming up this weekend, which is exciting. Gay Chan, can you stretch me out like that? That's funny. Hey, Silence, what's going on? Oh. Thanks for checking out the stream, guys. We're back on the range after a bunch of days of no golf at all. So mostly I'm feeling pretty grateful just to get out here and be able to swing. That's about what we're looking for out of that swing, that's for sure. I am excited once Once we get loose, we'll be able to do some driver testing. We've got 2 different drivers we're going to be trying out. It's going to be pretty cool. This glove is not doing it for me. Hey John, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. John Vasquez. Nice artillery aim. Artillery aim, that's a new one for me. Oh man, this is why I try not to have so many extra balls in the bag, but that's okay. Ah, that's much better. Too much speed. Oh, I came over the top of that one. It's a good reminder that after a few days of not hitting balls, it's going to take a little while for everything to feel back to how it was. Hit that one out of the bottom groove. Also, pretty exciting. Got a 7 wood on the way. LZQED said hi. Hey, LZ. James asked what kind of irons do I have. These are the Takomo 301 CBs. Kind of hard to see in the dark here, but there you go. Ryder Saunders said hi. Hey, Ryder. What's going on? This is the 4 iron. I'm just going to hit a few of these and then get to work with some driver testing. This will be pretty exciting. Guys, I'd hit every 4 iron like that if I could. That was flush central. Came out of that one. Just gotta hit them all like that. Whoa. If you guys feel like liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff, feel free. What do we call it? All the good stuff, right, guys? Can't hit any better than that, guys. Can't do it. Still, it just feels so short on the way back. I know it's not, but it feels almost like I'm taking a half swing. This new move, especially the longer clubs, right? So easy to overswing those. All right, let's rope a couple 2 irons out there. Whoa. BWB Boys said hi. Hey, boys. Cosmic Wisdom said hi. What's up, Cosmic? Aaron Gonzalez says, I have the same shoes. Do they feel tight on your toes? No, I've always, the Nike Fit has always been pretty good for me. Hey, Coolie Bob. What's up, Coolie Bob? Welcome back to the stream. Coolie Bob is an OG ticket holder. Time and space, that's what we need. It's that little pause at the top. It's like almost a little Hideki. Just trying to get as much the energy at the bottom. Right, my tendency was always to go like this. You gotta let it come down and then throw it at the bottom. Pretty happy with that right there, guys. All right, let's start trying out these different drivers. We've got QI10 and a QI10 Max. Carter wants to play a match against me because he wants to be one of the heroes in the chat about the handicap. Sam says, that's my issue currently. I speed up too early in my downswing. I think for me, I just the freezer drill, Sam, where you, right, where you take it up to the top, and then you give it a good 1, 2, and then swing is a good drill. That one's been helping me. Let's try some of those. It definitely can be a challenging drill. But stick with it, you'll see some good results. 1, 2. All right, you just want to give yourself that little. It's all, like I said earlier, you need time and you need space. If you start, I used to do this too, you're getting in here, and then where's your body gonna go? This way. Try and get out of the way. If you give yourself a little extra second to clear, look at all this room I have. Come on, Carter, what do you got for me now? I shouldn't antagonize. This chat will take care of itself. Hey, Coolie Bobs, racking up the likes on the stream, amazing. Cosmic says, love your swing. Practicing right now, keep up the grind. Thanks, Cosmic, appreciate that. LK says, love golf, what do you recommend to get better? Yeah, LK, I would recommend, you know, working on contact, right? If you're just getting started, or if you're, you know, a younger player, grab like a 9-iron, right? This is a 9-iron. And what's super important, you know, is learning contact, right? Hitting the ball, you know, properly, compressing it. So grab like a 9-iron and practice hitting it like 50 yards. I mean, this is a good drill for me too. I was doing this the other day, right? And you want to just hit a bunch of these little shots, kind of like waist to waist, and just learn impact. Learn how to deliver the club into the ball. Because you watch pros, you watch golf on TV, right? You see these big long swings, you know, right? They're all back here over their head, you know, swinging super fast. You got to do that later. I think you're much better off learning, you know, some of these little half shots, right? And just learn how to hit the ball solidly, and then you add some speed, right? But everything comes back to impact. Right, you just get a nice crisp strike on it. You know, make sure you're hitting the center of the face. So that's my beginner tip for the day. 220 people, you guys are out of your mind. Support in here is unbelievable. Thanks, guys. Oh, Mega Miles is dealing with an injury. Sorry to hear that, my dude. Same, hit my 7, 135 sometimes, next day like 100, 110. Yeah, it's again, just, you know, you want to make sure you're hitting that solid contact. Was hitting my 7, 160, now down to 130. Well, that's disappointing. But it probably has to do with strike, or did you change equipment? Oops. Okay, so we're gonna get some decent, well, we'll get good club head speed data at least, the two drivers. So just so you guys know, right, this is the QI10 Max, and then I've got another driver head. This is just a regular QI10. So we're gonna try these two drivers out. Also, gonna be doing some TrackMan data testing hopefully this week on the two different drivers, and then we're gonna decide which one. Adventure Brothers asked, how do you hit a 3-wood? Oh, sorry about your shoulder, my dude. That's really tough. Oh, the indoor sim sounds amazing, Sam. Yeah, it's on my list. I've been trying to find space. We're in the middle of moving, and it's been tough. So I want to answer Adventure Brothers' question with the 3-wood. So you really got to practice. You can do this with a driver, too. You know, practice some drivers off the deck here. It's a good way to work on contact, too. Again, you're really just trying to hit that ball first. I find, you know, off the deck, moving it back in your stance a little bit. Something like that can be decent. But I think with hitting 3-wood off the deck, right, don't be afraid to hit down on it. You know, sitting down there, you know, don't get too far behind it back here. Stay nice and centered. So I'll hit one more off the deck here with the driver, and then we'll start teeing some up. Yeah, we'll take that every time off the deck. Okay. Nice tee height at this range, which, as you guys know, can be tough to figure. So this is the QI10 Max. This is the very forgiving one. Jim asked how far I hit driver. We've been carrying it about 290, 280, 290 on the good strikes. Tyler has TrackMan, awesome. Oh, Tommy John is tough. Yeah, I've had some baseball injuries back in the day myself. More with the shoulder. This one I never got fixed. But, yeah, make sure you guys take care of your bodies, right? You only get one. And I remember growing up, you're like, oh, well, just, you know, it hurts. I'll keep playing. I want to play. I'm not sure it was worth it in hindsight. So, from a 30-year-old guy with a lot of aches and pains, you know, make sure you're taking care of yourself. Even at, you know, 13, 14, 15. That's the shorter backswing I'm really looking for. It's faster too, right? So we're just a couple swings in. That's 106, 155. A little bit of a low strike. $155 again. Again, I'm more worried about the club head speed, trying to get that up to, 110, 112 by the time we're warm. Not so worried about the carry number with these range balls. Oh, the left shoulder's tough. 7 goes 130 carry. That's good. I mean, again, you guys got to remember, irons are about accuracy, not about distance, right? Of course, it's better to hit, 8 rather than 7, just from a accuracy perspective. But if you're gonna, you're better off hitting a smooth 7 on the green than being like, wow, guys, I hit 8 there, but I pole hooked it in the left bunker, right? That's the one I don't love to see. Just a really spinny one to the right, but none of them are going left, which is a lot of what I care about. So I'm gonna hit one more, and then we're gonna swap the driver head. See if we can notice or feel anything different. That was nice and straight. 106 there. I did know that the QI10 Max is a tiny bit shorter, maybe half an inch because of the hosel. Hey, thanks, Sam. Sam said subscribed. Amazing. Thank you guys for subscribing. Just swapping the driver here really quick. I think I saw somebody ask about fixing a slice. I'm going to come back to that because it's a great question. And I think it's something that lots of people struggle with. So that's standard neg 1, neg 2. Okay, let's go. Is that all the way neg 2? I don't want that much. Yeah. The max I have playing at 7 degrees. Trying to hold that face open a tiny bit. This one I'm going to try it at 8 to start. And I'll share with you guys what I always do is I get like a 9-degree head and then loft it down. Right, because I want to see that face sitting a little bit more open at address. And I can already tell you the QI10, looking down on it, much more attractive to look at. I will say that. Feels about the same, at least in terms of, swing weight, feel in my hand. That was pretty solid right there. Yeah, already a little bit faster, right? A couple miles an hour. It's just that half inch does make a little difference. That was really not hit well. There we go. Starting to get a little bit warmer. Thanks for checking out the stream, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for checking out the stream, guys. Coolie Bob, everybody. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are enjoying this, you want to subscribe. Vash asks, how often do I go live? Well, not as often as I would want to, but we're trying to do it more often. Hey, Walk It In Golf likes the videos. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Ziolavis says nice. So yeah, like I said, guys, doing a little driver testing here. This is the QI10 standard head right now. That was low heel. Oh, and I think Adventure, somebody was asking, if you're struggling with a slice, right, my best advice is learn how to hit a big draw, right, and then you try to dial it in from there, but you got to teach your body the opposite motor pattern, right? And a good way to do that, so, right, let's imagine I'm, from you guys, right, trying to hit on a straight line towards that white sign. So I'll set up, right, nice and square as if I'm going to hit it over there. And then what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to hit the ball way over here, way to the left, right? And you're just going to force your body to do something different. And then you try to kind of dial it in from there, and you teach yourself, like, okay, that's what the fade swing feels like. And I know what the big hook swing feels like. Oh, gosh. That was faster. This one feels a little better too, I think. Let's check this really fast. All right, alignment is perfect, so we don't need to mess with that. What we're trying to work on here, guys, is just that balanced finish, right? So making sure that I'm, you know, in control. I'm trying to take those big misses with this club out of play. All right, so a little faster with the standard head. Let's go back, and it's not perfect, right? We're hitting range balls. It's a little cold out. We're gonna have to get on TrackMan to really compare these two drivers. Hey, Bash, another sub. Thank you, guys. Ashley says, aliens be like, why is there golf balls in space? How did they get here? Amazing. That's hilarious. Oh, that's a great comment. Thanks, Ashley. Okay, so we gotta go. -2, 9 down to 7 on the loft. Okay. So switching back to this head, I mean, it's definitely bigger behind the ball. That's easy to tell. you can definitely tell the face is deeper, right? It doesn't feel quite the same. I'm gonna have to try these on the course, guys, because it's pretty hard to tell. I like the sound and feel of the standard model better. It's always been my problem. When I slow it down, I hit it a mile to the right. Max asks, are you trying to go pro? No. Dad's Interrupted Podcast said, hi, what's up? Ashley subscribed too, amazing. Appreciate all you guys subscribing. That's really what I need to do, guys. It just gets too long. It gets really long. When I give it the shorter backswing, I'm hitting the center of the face more. This almost, to me, feels kind of like a mini driver. I know it's not, right? But all right, I'm gonna swap them one more time. It does feel like the speed difference is pretty material. I don't know if the max head is gonna give me the best. Here, let's take this one all the way down to 7 too. It just feels really spinny. I know these are bad range balls. You've gotta try it on TrackMan. But that is what everybody said you had to be afraid of, is the max head can be a spin monster. Keep your eyes peeled, guys. Maybe we'll do a full video with some testing and some different driver head comparisons, that sort of stuff. Yeah, you should go pro. What do I shoot on 9 on average? Like around par, usually. You know? It's actually something I've been working on. I've been struggling to, struggling on the back 9 in my 18-hole rounds. So swing weight-wise feels maybe a touch heavier, which I don't hate. Just feels better. Can tell it's not spinning quite so much. I'm gonna be going with this one, guys. Let's see if we really crank it, how far we can. On 13. we go. It's just that little more. Tell you what, guys, you would never know this driver's set at 7 degrees with how much launch we're getting out of these. Which is good. I like that. Maxon says, already breaking 50, only playing a year. That's amazing. Walk It In says, what's your max ball speed? This year, the max I've seen on TrackMan is like 172. You know, that's like at the end of a speed session, really going at it. Back in the day in college, I could get it above 180. And then it got as low as like 155 probably when my back was really bad, and now we're slowly kind of getting it back into that high 160s, 170 range. This keeps distracting me. So that there was 110 club head speed. So that should get you up to like 165. It's going a little right. And I mean, this kind of work right here, this is different than, you know, trying to play golf, right? This is just how fast can you swing it. This face does feel better. Looks better. We're just gonna have to see on TrackMan. That's really the right answer. Is what does the data say? Whew. Lil Pick says, how's your day been? My day's been okay. I played club golf in college in the Northeast, but it was probably comparable to like a Division II varsity team, right? We were all kind of, you know, between +2 and 2 handicaps at the time. My favorite major is the Masters by far. Yeah, of course. Shout out Max for subbing, asking some great questions in the chat. Shout out Max and Hubbard. Ashley says, first he hits an imaginary golf ball and then a little leg dance, then hits the actual golf ball. What a professional. Matthew says, this is my future hobby, no doubt. Yeah, it's an addicting hobby, I'll tell you that. Alright, let's try and go for like 115. Boom, called it, 115. So again, guys, that's not really a swing that I'm going to bring out on the golf course, but no, that one wasn't as fast. 115 is the number to beat. The only problem with this one is a couple of these balls are... Oh, you know why? It's because we put the... That's hilarious. We put the head back on wrong, guys. I was like, it looks really shut. The ball's going so high. Well, it's because instead of taking it from 9 to 7, I took it from 9 to 11. See, just goes to show you. Might be good at golf, but gotta have somebody else take care of the details. That's what my amazing wife is for. She's a much smarter lady than me. Okay. Wow, that makes way more sense. I was like, it looks so upright all of a sudden. Yeah, because I messed it up. Hilarious. That was a really nice ball there, guys. Key for me is just feeling that. Feel it in my right leg here, and then I just can go this way. .275 in the air with a old range ball. Hard to be too upset. I think we're gonna put the QI10 in the bag, guys. Oh, that came out of that one. I'm having more fun hitting this one. It looks better behind the ball. Maybe I'll be really surprised and TrackMan will say the Max is better, but trying to beat 115. Might just not have it in us. A lot of driver swings. Jorge Ramos says, I've gone to Topgolf hitting for 2 hours. I can't move my right arm. Oh boy. I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. See you, Ashley. Thanks for checking out the stream and subscribing. It's amazing. You got it, Max. Just don't give up. Keep going. Detective Cluggin says hi. Hey, Seth. Oh, I wish I could bottle that one up. 285 carry. Yep, this is the one, guys. This one's going in the bag. I wanted to like the Max head. I wanted to like it. It just so spinny. Oh no. That's not what we're looking for. That's too far right. Yeah, now we're just cruising at 110. You know, hitting like a pretty straight fairway finder type of ball at 110. I can live with that. Whew. Let's see. What are some good tips for short golfers who have trouble with hip rotation? I'm always falling out of my stance after downswing and contact, even when my feet is wider. Good question, Dante. KB asked what driver. This is the QI10 standard model. Fairway feed. Yep, nailed it. So I think, Dante, your question's about, you know, rotating, and you want to be careful not to over rotate, right? Because if you know, but I used to have the same problem, right? I posted shorts. You can go back and find where like an impact, I'm like just sliding laterally. There's literally no rotation. I'm like kind of stuck in here, right? What's helped me, number one, is you got to get your mobility to where your hip can actually rotate. That was a huge problem for me, right? I had really terrible mobility in my left hip and ankle. So I spent a lot of time working on that. But then it's just, you know, it's slow motion teaching your body like how you want it to move, right? So, you know, you could just do some really slow motion reps where you're in here working, like trying to feel your hips rotating. I always say do everything in slow motion when you're trying to work on your positions, right? Because you can't really do it at full speed, in my opinion. Big fan of how these tee shots are looking. You know what? I think I've actually hit enough drivers. I'm starting to get a little tired. Don't want to overdo it. But I'll tell you what, guys. I think this QI10 standard model is going to be the one. I also might be about to get kicked out of here because I've been taking a long time. But thank you guys for hanging out on the stream. Fairway, I played club golf at Merrimack, saw this randomly on my short speed and was like, why does that range look so familiar? Yeah, it's actually my first time here at this range, and I've been enjoying it. It's nice and quiet. We can turn our radar off here. Just gonna make a few iron swings, try to make sure we can, you know, do the driver to iron transition can be tricky. So, just gonna make sure that we and you do that, you kind of start coming out of it because you're used to hitting drivers. You can make an old range ball do some absolutely crazy things even when you hit it nicely. Oh man. Cyan 007 asks, how to fix arms stuck on the side of chest through swing. I'm not entirely sure I understand. You're talking about your arms just being kind of stuck this way. Something I found super helpful, and this, you know, will help with a bunch of different issues, right, is making some you know, lead side swings only. Right, I mean, golf is really, if you're a right-handed player, it's a left side motion. You know, your left hip and foot and an arm are really driving the show. And that can help with a lot of different, you know, sequencing or... See, the ball creeps forward on me. Oh, they just turned the lights out. Oh, he still flushed it in the dark. All right, well, I think that means it's time to go, guys. Can't say I've ever had that happen on me. They literally turned the lights out. My actual handicap is 0.5. And it was as low last year as plus 1.2. But I appreciate you coming to check out the stream, Andrew. Yeah, zero warning is right, Cyan. I know, it feels... Let me just make sure I don't forget anything over here. Yeah, we want our radar. Yeah, no warning or anything, guys. That was a little crazy. Let's play a match, Andrew. We can really see. Because you're not the first one to come in here saying such nonsense. But that's okay. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Appreciate all the support, guys. It's been super awesome hanging out with you guys, hitting some balls, answering some good questions. So one more time, if you guys want to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Super grateful. See you guys next time.